Good evening, Beer Fan TV. Welcome to another video. Tonight we're back in Germany. Last week's Spaten, today Lowenbrau. So if you want to see what we think, join us for the video. Beer and glass, we'll have a look at it today. Okay, so tonight we are on the PerfectDraft. You can see the machine behind me there in the background. Those that know and have one will know how they work. You plug these things into your main. You get those things down there. They're the kegs, and you get the best part of 6 litres, which turns into about 10.5 pints that you can pull at home as a pint. And yeah, you get 10 pints at home, and it's draft versions of beer, and you get some decent beer at home. It was massive in lockdown. You would struggle to find a machine similar to this one. There's two. You've got the standard machine and the pro. You'll be lucky to find one of those during lockdown for a sensible price. They were sold out everywhere. People were selling them as new, used. It was a crazy time. For beer, we're on Lowenbrau on the PerfectDraft tonight. And the way the machine works is there's two machines. You've got this one here, which is the pro, and there's the standard machine. They both take the same kegs, and they both deliver the same amount of beer, and you can put the same kegs in both. The big difference between the two, the standard machine is fixed at 3 degrees, and this one you can adjust it slightly. So with the lagers, for example, with me on the pro machine, I like to keep that temperature just a little bit higher than 3, not too warm, but I like it to be a little bit warm because you kind of bring out some more of those kind of flavours, especially with the pilsners, the peppery kind of taste, the citruses. They come, you can taste it a little bit more when the beer's a little bit warmer. And that machine there lets you do it. But at the same time, a lot of these beers, especially the lagers, they're going to be just as good on both machines. Don't feel like you're missing out if you've only got the standard machine. These machines really are built for if you can have the ales and other beers that require slightly warmer temperatures, sort of 7 to 10 degrees maybe, to really bring out the caramel flavours and everything else like that. So, but tonight with the PerfectDraft and with the Lowenbrau, we don't need that warmer beer. Anywhere between 3 and 5, even colder than that, is going to be perfectly okay. So with Oktoberfest only around the corner, last week we had Spaten. The keg is empty and it's now down there. One of the best beers on the machine. Tonight we've got Lowenbrau. Now there's 6 big breweries in Germany, and those 6 breweries brew kegs or beer for Oktoberfest. It's a big festival held in Germany. And it's between August and September, although it's called Oktoberfest. Go figure. They've been celebrating there for hundreds of years, and they get together, they drink loads of beer. And I think what a lot of people probably see on the TV and in their local areas is those people, those big, massive steins, 2-litre keg glasses. That's what it's all known for. They dress up in all those fantastic clothes. They go drinking. They go on fairs, all sorts, really drunk, and have a fantastic time. That's Oktoberfest. But they brew beer especially for that period. And on the PerfectDraft, where you're quite spoiled, is out of those 6 big breweries that we previously mentioned, you've got 2 on there. You've got Spaten, and you've also got Lowenbrau. And you can get Spaten and Lowenbrau all year round. But now, as we are now, well, we're almost the middle now of August, aren't we? What we said, the 16th of August. The Lowenbrau Oktoberfest kegs and the Spaten Oktoberfest kegs are going to be dropping very soon. I thought I would do the Spaten last week and the Lowenbrau this week. So I'll tell you what, let's go and have a look at a video of the pour so you can see the beer in glass. Okay, so there's the beer in glass. I think you could see that. There we go, beer in glass, Lowenbrau. And if you're thinking to yourself, where'd you get these fantastic glasses from? Get yourself over to Garage Bar. Garage Bar, there we go, Garage Bar. These guys do everything from the glasses for your beer, but they also do things like drip trays, beer mats, beer runners, everything, all the accessories, but also they do the glasses. And I always think your beer tastes better in the correct glass with the logo and stuff on. So if you like me, or you know someone else that's like me and they like their beer in the glass, makes great presents, get yourself over. But the most important thing is make sure you get yourself, and make sure you use, sorry, the 10% discount code. It's on the screen. The link to Garage Bar and the 10% discount of 10% discount code. Put your teeth back in. Beer Fan TV. Make sure you use it because these glasses are going to be cheaper than what they are on websites similar to Perfect Draft and other ones with that discount. So anyway, on with the beer review. So as you can see, the great thing about this beer is you saw it pours with quite a big head, but if you've seen the beers in Germany, that's kind of a very standard thing. The key thing to remember is with a head on a beer, it does work out very well because it keeps the beer fresh in the glass, it stops oxidization, your beer lasts longer. This is so lovely and cold, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see the chill haze on the glass where it's come out of that Perfect Draft machine. Absolutely brilliant. The head has dropped a little bit since I originally poured it, but the great thing about the Perfect Draft machine is you can always go back and top it up whenever you want. It's not like at a pub where you've got a queue. It's only yourself there. So top it up whenever you need to. But smell-wise, it's just a lovely, clean, crisp, beautiful beer. And taste-wise, oh, that's just so good. It's just a solid lager. It literally is. I've not long been in from walking the dog, and it is mid-August, 16th to be precise. And here in the UK, this is the peak of our summer. It's about mid-20s, and something like this is perfect after taking the dog out for a walk. It's so refreshing and just clean. You can tell it's a Helles style lager, which is filtered beer. You can see it. It's just so clear. This glass helps. It is a nucleated glass from Lowenbrau. Again, get yourself over to Garage Bar to pick up your own one. Use your 10% discount code. It's just so clean and clear. It's a Helles style lager. It's just so well balanced. You do get a slight hint of citrus on there. Bready style peppery type lager taste. Ooh. And you can tell it's that German style beer. Those that know, I won't try and pronounce the proper pronunciation for it, but they've got the German purity law in Germany, which they've done since the 1500s, where they literally only use barley hops and water to brew their beer. There's no messing about. And it helps them produce such good lager every time. And you just don't get much better than this, really. And I always do think it does help with the Perfect Draft because you do get that, you get a better body on these Perfect Draft beers. It's a little bit better than the bottle, and you find that it's just not as thin, you know. And you can see, and the best bit about it as well is the temperature. You know, you can go to that machine, top your beer up whenever you want, and you'll get the beer at the desired temperature every single time. Lowenbrau, just such a good beer, and it's, you know, I think the big thing with it is that it's a lager, it's a German beer. You kind of know what to expect, but it's a proper German beer. It's not like the Madries, which is claiming to be a Spanish sort of artisan beer, when actually, when you check its passport, it's British. Do you know what I mean? This really is brewed in Germany under the purity law, and they're one of 6 breweries that can brew beer for the Oktoberfest. It's just so good. This and Spaten, in my opinion, are the go-to beers. I used to like the Stella on there as well, on the Perfect Draft, but they've changed where it's brewed, and it's now the UK version. And it doesn't taste the same. It's not as good as it used to be. And I think anyone that's had a Perfect Draft for long enough, that's had the old one and the new one, would probably agree. There's plenty of videos that have been done on YouTube by some other great beer vloggers and reviewers, and I think they'll tell you the same. There's even some people that have compared it. Rate My Beer, I'm pretty sure I've done a comparison on the old keg and the new one. Go and have a look if you don't believe me. It's all there. Yeah, I mean, talking about the Perfect Draft and the beers that they're releasing on there, Lowenbrau is one of the oldest ones on there, I believe. I got into the Perfect Draft in 2020. Stella was on it, Lowenbrau was on it, Spaten was on it, Lef was on it, but the original Lef. They've just released a new beer this week, and I want to think it's the Aroma is what they've released this week. I'll put a picture on the screen. And it's kind of one of these Italian style beers, but it's actually a rebrand of a beer they used to do a few years ago. And I actually done a little live on it. You can see it on my live view. I think I've done a comparison with that beer keg and a Peroni bottle. You'll see it in the lives. And a comparison between the two. They took that beer away, they brought it back, and now they've changed it again to the Aroma. You can buy the bottles in most supermarkets. My father-in-law actually bought me 2 bottles. They're in my kitchen. I've had it before. It's now UK brewed. It's not the Italian style one that it used to be that was brewed outside of the UK. And I think this new keg that's been released in the Perfect Draft is kind of the way that they're going. Now they've got a kegging plant here in the UK. I believe it's in Wales. They are now putting more of the UK stuff on there. And it's worrying because you may not see necessarily Lowenbrau disappearing, but what you might see is what they're doing with a lot of these beers now. They're kind of brewing them here in the UK, under UK, under license here in the UK. They might use the same hops, but the things that are different are they don't use the same water, and it's not going to be as good as Lowenbrau. And with a lot of these beers now, they're dropping the ABVs on them as well. So, I'm not one for massive ABVs. I'm quite happy to drink a beer that's 4.5%. I just want it to be quality. I just want it to taste good. I just want to know that if I've got that Perfect Draft that I spent all that money on, I want to be able to buy the best beer for it, if that makes sense. So listen, look, guys, I'm going to finish the last of this so I can enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you for tuning in. Thumbs up, like, subscribe for more stuff. And we've got a few more videos coming up shortly. And listen again. Thanks again for tuning in and watching the video and listen to me ramble on with a beer in my hand. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care.